Okay, good morning, chat. Welcome back. We're up early today. See, it's almost 10:30 a.m. for me, so earlier than I stream usually, about by 2 hours, because we are finishing Shadowbringers today. So I wanted to make sure I have plenty of time to actually finish it. Yesterday we played some of this. We've killed the last Light Warden, and a lot of stuff happened. For starters, the Exarch turned out to be Graha from the Crystal Tower raids, which, I mean, it makes sense. You know, giant Crystal Tower city, it makes sense, and he did look cat-like, if that makes any sense. After killing the Light Warden, we absorbed light, and we are a Light Warden now, so all the light is now back across the world, so we're kind of screwed. Emmett kind of got away and is trying to do something with his big plan. I don't know exactly yet, and the world is kind of screwed again. So we need to fix that. That's what happened last time we streamed. So today we're going to finish this. We left off on the quest in his garden, so we need to gather information on the Exarch from these NPCs. So we will get right to that. So I do plan on finishing it today. I honestly don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if this is like the expansion people cry all the time at, so I really don't know. But let's see here. Oh, I did not expect to see you on your feet so soon. Surely you have not come in search of an Amaro. What I do know, what do I know of the Crystal Exarch? I'm happy to share, but I fear there'll be no surprising revelations. As any in this city could tell you, he is a man of wisdom and compassion and many untold secrets. None can doubt his generosity. When the Crystarium was being constructed, he even allowed folk to plunder the tower for resources. He was imposed to restrictions upon, he has imposed no restrictions upon us but one. No one except the Exarch is permitted to dwell within the spire. Many seasons past, a comrade of mine was bold enough to ask the reason why. The Exarch merely smiled and says, because one day the Crystal Tower may vanish as suddenly as it arrived. Huh. So, will it disappear at the end of the story? I don't know. That's something to think about, for sure. Because, I don't know, back in like our normal world, the Crystal Tower is still there in Mordona, so yeah, I don't know. Chat with Cassode here. Must be, it's good to see you awake and alert, my friend. What's this about? You're not running the Exarch's memories, are you? I'm not sure how much I can tell you, considering we avoid asking too many questions, unspoken rule and all that. If anyone has fresh insights to share, it'd be Captain Lena, I'd say. She lost her parents to an eater attack not long after she was born, and the Exarch saw to her upbringing. Outward appearances aside, those two are like grandfather and granddaughter. I imagine the news of his predicament hit her doubly hard. Not that our proud captain would ever let it show. If you decide to talk to Lena, she'll be at her usual post at the Ascensor Gate. Alright. So there's a spire. Lena probably has something to talk about, and let's see what this last person has to say. Okay. Oh, was there something else you needed? If you come for results of my research into persistent light, I'm afraid there's little to tell as of yet. Records pertaining to the Exarch. Well, I need no documentation to relay what little I know of his history, if that is what interests you. Less than a decade had passed since the coming of the Flood. When the Crystal Tower first flashed into existence, its summoner, the Exarch himself, became known to the refugees in Lakeland soon thereafter. He welcomed all who sought out the spire, be they locals who had lost their homes, or Voberdites fleeing their ruined kingdom, and together did they found the city which would become the Crystarium. Some thought to call him king, for he refused to share his name, but the summoner did not deem himself worthy of royal address. and thus did people consider in scintillating skin. So alike the tower, he had summoned and bestowed upon him the title of Crystal Exarch. As for his true name, well, it would seem that is a mystery that remains unsolved to this day. Well, I mean, I know his name now. But for everyone else, yeah. No one else knows. Probably no one else will know. Probably a little secret between me and my friends. Masumi, I was not told you had awoken. A welcome surprise. Not only the Exarch was returned to us. He was taken by this rival of yours, was he not? Your companions mentioned they had an idea where to find him, and so I bristled when they asked for patience. I did not understand their hesitation until I saw that you had fallen. Only then did I realize I had no business rushing ahead. Even so, the delay has been no less agonizing. In the moments before he left to join you in Calusia, the Exarch entrusted me with a key. It opens the door in the ocular, a chamber known as the umbilicus. This room is the heart of the tower, into which only the Exarch himself is permitted to enter. I see. He bid me allow into the tower once he had departed. Only in the event that an army of eaters descended upon the city was I to access the umbilicus and awaken the defensive barrier. Never before had he left me with such instructions, but the battle with Vothri loomed near, and at the time I accepted the key without much thought. Since then, however, that moment is all that occupies my mind. When I recall the look upon his face, he knew that some terrible fate awaited him. Tell me, Masumi, I need to know what he feared, what battle you and your companions are truly fighting. That's a lot to explain. Yeah, I can't. Forgive me, I trusted the Exarch, and I should not be voicing these doubts when he is not here to respond to them personally. But you have come to me with a question of your own, have you not? Ah, I see. I'm not the only one who burns for answers. The time has come to open the tower's heart. Though we do not face an invasion of eaters, I suspect the city will be in far more danger if you do not gain the knowledge you seek. Yeah, probably. I guess I'll figure out what's inside this tower. Let's go find out. Come, meet me in the ocular. I will knock the door within. Okay. We can just travel in there and then run up to the gate. Okay, here we are. Cutscene.
I have unlocked the door to the umbilicus. You are free to enter. Once you have what you require, I'll see it sealed once more. Until then, I will remain without.
I guess we're gonna go find out what's in there. We'll see. Lots of books. Oh no, okay. Something's happening. What is this? Maybe a flashback? Oh yeah, we are. Ah, you met with Riange. Okay.
Moment to collect my thoughts, I prithee.
Is this might have been when he, I don't know, teleported, transfer, I don't know, brought everyone in here. This might be when.
Thy true name is Grahatia, then.
There he is.
By thy claims, thou too art a native of the Source, though from an age beyond our own, when the 8th umbral calamity hath visited devastation upon our star. Thou hast, by subtle means, reached across the boundaries of time and space to unsow the seeds of catastrophe. ere its creeping vines drag our champion unto an early grave.
In essence, yes. A difficult story to swallow, I am sure.
So this is stuff we know.
I doubt not the veracity of thy words, not the account of thy coming, nor that of the fated calamity. Yet my mind straineth still to apprehend the enormity of this tale. Wouldst thou favor me with a gradual unfolding of its chapters?
Certainly. But where to begin? I should start with those great minds who survived the calamity. Sid Garland being perhaps the greatest. In hopes of staying the unending tides of war, he and his fellows pursued all manner of possible solutions. One of these was rooted in a theory which unified several fundamental principles discovered over the course of the Warrior of Light's adventures. It proposed a method by which one could enter the River of Time, traverse the rift, and leap between worlds. Perfecting that idea, however, was a work which consumed their lifetimes, and thus was it left to future generations to decide whether theory would be put into practice. But all the while, the world continued to burn. Hope was a feeble outpost, beset on all sides by thievery and misery and murder. People cried out in despair, "There is no hope! We are finished! Mankind is finished!" Then others raised their voices in answer. Though we be beyond salvation, those who came before may yet be saved. We will forge a crossroads and pave the way for a different future. By the wisdom of our forebears, we will prevent this calamity from ever having come to pass. The fighting went on unabated, but some few took up Sid's research and labored to realize those impossible ideas. After 2 centuries of labor, their descendants finally succeeded in awakening the Crystal Tower, an integral part of the process, and, in doing so, roused its caretaker, me. By this stage, scholars had largely established the phenomena underpinning the rejoining, and identified the first as the shard which precipitated the 8th Umbral Calamity.
Oh man, this is... okay. It's just all these multiple worlds thing is just throwing me through a loop here. Ah, I'm stumped.
This grand structure was already capable of storing the energies required to attempt the translocation. All that remained was to augment some few of its functions based upon the theoretical models of Sid and his compeers.
And by means of such technologies didst thou effect thine arrival in the first, to an age before this star had joined with the Source.
Some while before, as it turned out. 'Tis all but impossible to predict how time will flow between one world and the next, and we missed our mark by almost an entire century.
So, is this world like in the past or in the future? I don't know. This is...
But this only worked in our favor. The Sin Eaters could not be defeated without the blessing of light, and summoning the only man who might stand a chance against them would require decades of preparation.
An undertaking of scarce credible endurance. But thou hast kept thy plan from falling into disarray these many years bordereth on the miraculous. Yet howsoever history be rewritten, thy present self was shaped by events which followed the calamity. Should said catastrophe be averted, the very skein of thine existence will unravel. Surely thou hast foreseen this.
I am aware of the consequences. 'Tis for that very reason Cid and his colleagues bequeathed their legacy as an offering, and not an edict. To give all of oneself for the happiness of others, and with no promise of reward. 'Tis a hard thing to ask. Harder still for those condemned to survive in a world which pitted brother against brother. Indeed, you are right to call the execution of this plan miraculous, though the force which held it together was nothing so inexplicable. It was him. The warrior of light has been our unbroken thread. Where others would stumble and fall, he would rise above. Where others would break and run, he would carry on. The warrior of light's tale is one of unyielding bravery. To tell it was to feel courage. To hear it was to feel hope. It was a breath of inspiration in an age of suffocating shadow. In the histories of a fallen nation was our hero hailed as its greatest ally.
So Doma? I don't know. Oh man.
In the time-worn pages of a noble's memoirs were his deeds joyously retold.
Heaven's Word. My favorite expansion so far.
For many, these stories were the flame which warmed them through the coldest of nights. And so it should come as little surprise that the plan found no shortage of volunteers, concerning as it did the warrior of light himself. It was their chance to add their own verse to the hero's saga. He was the lodestar that brought them all together, to send their final message back through time and space to him.
What was this all mean?
Your legacy was our torch in the darkness. Burn bright again and live. I am merely the bearer of that wish, come to ensure it is safely delivered.
Oh, jeez. So, are they just saying a complicated way to say I'm the only person that people believe in, or I'm the main character, I'm the only person who can set things right, or is there like a deeper meaning to this? I really don't know. They're saying a lot here. Yeah, everyone should knows how I feel.
Wherefore sharest thou this burden with me and no other? What wouldst thou have me say?
That you will be my accomplice? 'Twas you yourself who convinced me of your suitability when you spoke of how you learned of the Flood, and of your part in arranging Minfilia's journey to the First. Your actions showed uncommon resolve. 'Twas clear you were committed to the cause of saving this world. I knew I could trust you to choose the right path forward, even if that choice came with a heavy price.
What price?
When all is said and done, and the last of the Light Wardens lies slain, I will absorb their corrupted ether, and then I will die.
Right, that didn't happen.
Knowing what I know of your companions, not to mention your champion, they will try to stop me. But in saving one, they would save none. Therefore, I implore you to aid me in concealing my identity, and ensuring this tale ends as it must. To this end, I would have you take what I have told you of the Calamity, and make of it a portent. A prophetic vision you beheld in the swirling chaos of the rift.
Is this truly thy wish?
History remembered the Warrior of Light, as I knew it would. And I will suffer no other to rescue the champion whose star has charted my course. I will see this tale to a happy end, my friend. There has been enough tragedy.
Yeah, there has. Jeez. For all we know, we're back to square one. Oh, Ardbert. What does he have to say for me?
Careful now. If you lose control again, the light could claim you for good. Although it's probably only a matter of time before you succumb to the change in any case. What do you mean to do?
Yeah, have a few words with both of them.
We should be on our way. Diassian mentioned the Tempest, did he not? That's the stormy seas around Calusia to you. His lair must be down there somewhere, hidden beneath the waves.
Underwater? Underwater hidden base. Okay, I guess let's go check it out. So yeah, we're getting ready to take care of it. This is the end. Let's do it. What's up, Lena? Well, I'm done there. You can lock up again. You find the answers you sought. If there's nothing more you need, I will go unlock the door. First about the Tempest. Tempest, that is the name given to the seas by which Calusia is bound. You make a request to the Tamers to provide you with an Amuro to fly over the waters, but... You mean to leave right this moment, alone? I'm not sure that... Nay, I will not seek to stop you. Go with the blessings of the Shadow, and I shall await your safe return. Yeah, this is a one-man mission. Only Ardbert's coming with me, so a two-man mission. I guess we'll get ourselves an Amuro. And take ourselves to the final area, I'm gonna assume. You require an Amuro. Just a moment, I shall saddle you with the swiftest beast to fly you to the island. To open water, to the depths of the Tempest, our Amuro can swim, yes, but to reach the ocean floor... probably impossible. The oceans are pretty deep, you know. No shit, I need Ardbert to touch me again. Fist bump.
Ah, we have found thee. Word reached us of thy recovery, and thus did we gather with all haste. Ah. By thy looks, I gather thou hast gleaned that which I came to tell thee.
Urianger has shared everything with us. The Exarch's true identity and purpose.
Okay. So now we all know at least. Let's move my mic a bit forward.
I offer no excuses. When I agreed to aid the Exarch with his plans, 'twas in full acceptance of the condemnation I would face when my duplicity was laid bare. Yet it is not rancor, but resolve that I sense in thee. Thou art fully intent upon walking thy path to its end, art thou not? If thou canst forgive my deception, or, failing that, set aside thy displeasure for a time, I do beg leave to follow thee. What strength and wisdom I possess are thine to command.
It's okay, you don't have to apologize. I forgive you, let's go. Yeah, I know his intentions are good. I know he does things, but he has his good intentions with doing them.
I thank thee. Doubt not but that I will do all in my power to repay thy kindness and fulfill the Exarch's wishes.
We knew that back in Heavensward when he helped the Warriors of Darkness. He had good intentions with it.
I'm sorry, but I don't think this is a good idea. Leaving the Crystarium, I mean, with or without Urianche. What I did for you won't last forever. There's no telling when the light will break free again. Please, you must stay here, at least for a little while longer. We will find a way to cure this, I promise you.
No
How
can
can
do.
you make promises? We don't even know where to start.
Yeah.
Alisaie, please. You know Reen was only trying to help.
Of course I know! I know only too well!
Yeah, poor
But
Alisaie.
making
She's
promises you have no way of keeping is
been
not
through a
a
lot in this
kindness.
expansion.
It's a lie. Plain and simple. We've all searched high and low for an answer, and every one of us came back empty-handed. I am not about to stand in his way now. Not after failing him in his hour of need. No! The least we can do is...
I guess I'm gonna be going on my own.
We will go with you as well.
Oh, okay. They're coming with me.
There is naught to be gained by standing still.
Indeed, we have exhausted every other avenue. Lead, and we shall follow. If there is any hope to be found, then we will surely find it at your side.
I wonder, if we're going out to fight Emmett, if we end up killing him, will I somehow absorb his darkness because he's an Ascian? Will I absorb his darkness and that's like gonna counteract everything or maintain a balance, as they like to say? I wonder. I don't know. I'm sure by the end of this we'll figure something out.
In agreement then?
Is there aught we can do to help?
Ah, it's everyone. Everyone in the city is coming to
Though
help.
we may not know the whole story, we do know you're in for a fight. And while the Exarch's away, it falls to the rest of us to see the Warrior of Darkness is given a proper send-off.
You told them!
No! Well, not in so many words.
Aye, we didn't need it spelled out for us. When the night sky appeared over whichever place you went to, it was harder not to put two and two together.
Alright, they never knew.
From the moment I heard that you and the Exarch shared the homeland, I had my suspicions.
Yeah, they never knew I was the Warrior of Darkness, so... I mean, yeah.
Long had he been waiting for a certain someone to arrive. And I knew at once that it must be you.
Exactly. When he went up to meet you, 'twas clear it was no ordinary visitor. That spring in his step spoke volumes. I could feel his excitement.
Eat him! That's right!
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Let's go. We're gonna bring him back. We're gonna bring him back home.
Where you or the Exarch hail from, or why you've all done so much to protect us. But we are deeply grateful nonetheless. So, if there is anything at all we might do to aid your journey, you need only name it. What would you have of us?
You might have invited them to join us, where there are not so many. But come, they are waiting. What is your will, O Warrior of Darkness?
Do I get to choose? Defend the Crystarium. Yeah, everyone's alright. Let's go then. Okay, this really does feel like the end, so yeah, this is the end right here. It really does feel like it. So let's talk to Urianche. Let's go. Didst thou plan to commandeer an Amaro for thy journey to the open sea? I fear the following dive down into Emmett Selk's underwater abode would drain even thy legendary stamina. Thus, during my convalescence, we considered the most efficacious method of reaching the depths of the Tempest, and I believe we have arrived at an elegant solution. Yet ere we discuss this step, I suggest thou dost conclude such pressing business as remains to thee in the Crystarium. Once the sea closeth above our heads, we are unlikely to surface again until our grand deed is done. That's fine with me, I've done everything. Let's do it. Then affairs are in order, then I shall unfold thee to my proposal. Our destination is the ocean floor. Our goal is not yet simply to arrive there, nay, we must needs have a means to breathe and fly freely, or fight freely. Thus I would petition the aid of one of the Fae, a being with whom I have yet to meet face to face. Rather than waste words on explanation, I bid thee follow me into the hamlet of Sullen, which lieth in the south and west. All will become abundantly clear, I promise thee. Okay, so I guess we can talk to some fairies before we head out. There, to the west, canst thou discern a hump of an isle rising above the water? That, yeah. That foliage-covered mass hideth the key to our safe descent. Swim close and plunge thee beneath the surface. Thou shalt soon divide the reason from mine insistence. Though, be it much to my shame, I can but flail and flounder where thou mayst glide as a fish. I shall board a boat to the island and spare one and all the spectacle of my inept strokes. Alright, so he can't swim either. Okay, so we can just go underwater then. Let's do it, I guess. The source. Well, that's quite the name. Sounds important, if you ask me. I don't know. Okay, but we go underwater. Yeah, okay. Not too far. Okay. What is this? Two curved slabs of rock seem squeezed together here, giving the impression of giant stone islands. So is this a sentient island? It looks like an eye, if you ask me. Oh, I went too far up. Back down. It may be. Oh, we might be going inside of it, and it'll take us down safely, like a living submarine. It appears solid enough. The rock yields slightly under your touch. The surface gently shifting. Or it's just your imagination. Yeah. Okay. So it might be a living island or something that we get to take underwater with us. I guess we could talk and find out what this island is. Well, what hast thou discerned? It's an ordinary island. Just like the big one, yes. Reminds me of a certain primal. I don't know, Titan? I don't know. Most perceptive. According to the lore of the Pixies, we are, even now, perched upon the back of an ancient Fey entity. Its name is Bismarck, aye, the self-same title by which we know the great feathered whale, revered by the Vanu Vanu of the source. Oh, okay. I would enlist its aid to bear us onto the deep, and thence banish the water with any airy, with an airy sphere, alike in form to the domes which do shelter the hamlets near the Ruby Sea. Within its compass, we may move unencumbered and defend ourselves when the hour of the battle cometh. As it most likely surely shall, now I must needs ask for silence whilst I make my supplication. Alright, let's see what's gonna happen. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it does look a lot like Bismarck. Let's see what happens.
Wir Sach, Bilan Bismail.
Oh shit.
Fallen si lor wislan. Ada si alinal.
Van urs atslir. Olfod thim. Iri guath thi.
So what?
Dear.
No help?
I don't need to speak Fey to know that didn't go well.
We need Fey'ul. We need to call her for help. She don't know what to do. Yeah, we finally called her for help.
Oh, my snake yak! You've learned to call me at last!
Finally, took the entire expansion to do so.
Where do you go? On a trip? A journey? I knew you wouldn't give up without a fight. Oh, my precious mortal, I shall help you in any way I can. Yes, Bismelwin picked. Van Dromi Drom Jacob. Van Red Rithier.
Oh yeah, right. She's the Pixie King. She's Titania now. So she kind of commands all of them.
Be sure to scrub this one's teeth for him upon your return. It's only good manners.
It will be done, Your Majesty. Our deepest thanks for your timely intervention.
An agreement is reached and your departure is at hand. You wingless ones best hold on tight.
Alright. Let's get going.
May the blessings of the Fae keep you safe, Inba.
So here we go on a floating, well, I won't say on a living island. We're going to the final area, it seems. Oh, there we go. Now it's flying now. There we go, on our giant flying whale. What are you gonna see in the shipyard?
And just like that, it's all gone back to the way it was.
What was you expecting? 100 years of honey and rainbows? Seeing them Yulmore types wake up and smell the ashes was miracle enough for me.
Ah, the magic in the air when that ladder started moving. And when that great hulking Talos rose up. Gods. I could live 1,000 years and never behold anything so amazing.
He's gonna see something else even more amazing now.
What the? Do you see that?
Yeah, here we go.
What a monster! Where did it even come from? Whoa there! It's not stopping.
Oh man.
Run! Run!
Alright, I guess. That was cool. I guess we're gonna find out what the hell's down here. Are we all just like safe underwater? Or is it like the giant bubble that they kind of said, like the Kojin from Stormblood?
Wow.
The breath of Bismarck. See how it swells to form a dome beneath the waves? The waters recede. The tempest's floor is laid bare. In defiance of the blinding sky, this place holds fast to its gloom.
Wow, this is a cool place.
The last refuge of he who denies the light with every fiber of his being. You stand at the precipice, hero. Journey unto the heart of darkness. Finish it.
Whew, here we go. The Tempest.